In the previous video, we looked at how we can get this flash off the camera and move it around to get more creative and compelling images. Now we use these Cactus version 4 wireless triggers. Now we've got here our transmitter and our receiver. Now if you haven't watched part 1 of this series of off-camera flash, do that now and learn a bit more about these units, as you will need them to get this mobile studio on the go. Now what we did was we put this on the camera and we had this on the flash, and when you press the shutter button on your camera, it sends a signal to the flash and the flash will also fire, even if it's not connected to the camera, which is super cool. Now today we're going to look at the light stands. Now if you look here we've got a light duty light stand, and this will now hold our flash and our Cactus triggers. It will go on here, and there's also a hole here where we'll put our light modifier, which will be an umbrella. Now here I've got 2 light stands. Now this is a heavy duty light stand. You'll notice this one is slightly thinner than this one, and this one is also much heavier. Now they basically do exactly the same thing. They've got the same knobs here. You can make the thing longer or make it smaller again. It's basically the same thing, and you will find every now and then there'll be new models, so it will change as well, but it's still a light stand, and that's what it will do in the end of the day. Now the smaller one, the light duty one, I won't recommend for using outdoors because this thing is a bit flimsy. It's perfect for indoors, taking it to a client or just your home studio, it's perfect. But if you want to go on location and do work outside, if it's windy, I'll recommend this one, because you'll see when it's there, it's standing strong and the wind can blow on this thing. Okay, obviously I won't have an umbrella on this thing when the wind's blowing, because it will just blow the entire thing over, but you can have your flash on here and you can just use it without a light modifier. But I'm afraid this one will just blow over. If you take this maybe to the Strand or something and the wind's blowing strong, it's going to blow this thing over. So rather than go for the heavy duty one. If you look at your brackets, now here we've got a bracket, and you'll see that there's a knob here that you can turn this thing to make it go forward or backwards. This is that you can move your light modifier around, or if you just want to move your flash up or down, this is very nice. Now when you look for these brackets, you'll notice again there's new ones all the time, and you won't necessarily find this exact model, but they all do exactly the same thing. But there's a few things you need to look for when you buy these. It's handy if it can do this, but most of the time they can move up and down. The umbrella, now you'll put your umbrella through this hole right here, and it'll basically look like this. And you will take the umbrella and just put it in there. You'll notice the umbrella can move around. Now there's here on this side, you can't see now, there's a little screw that I can tighten, and then the umbrella is fastened and it can't fall out. It's nice to look for that little screw there, because sometimes it doesn't have one, and then your umbrella can just move around the entire time. And then the same at the top here. You'll see if I take this umbrella out now, if I put my flash on here, I'm going to put my my receiver on here. You'll notice that there's a little screw here as well. Now if I fasten this, then this thing can't fall out. Now I've seen it happen a lot of the times, and then you've got an expensive flash on here, especially if you're buying the more expensive, like the 4,000–5,000 rand flashes. You don't want this thing to fall off here. So now you can have the flash sturdy and strong on this Cactus receiver, and then the receiver is fastened to the tripod, and you know this thing is not going anywhere, it's not going to fall off. So that's things I look for when I buy a bracket, is that they've got these screws that I can fasten everything. I know my equipment is safe on my light stand, and that's basically it. Now if you want to learn more about using these light stands and the flashes and the triggers, you can look at our website at www.mwest.co.za, or just follow the link on the screen, and then just go to the top and click on training and scroll down to the bottom to the creative lighting course. It's a full day course, and it's also a class of only maximum 4 people, so everyone will have time to play, and we do light setups and studio setups, and then we use these light stands and everything practically so that you can learn to use this, and it's a day full of fun. If you want to buy one of these light stands, Cameraworld has got a very nice deal where you get your light duty light stand, as well as your hot shoe bracket and your umbrella, and currently it's $6.95, and you can contact them at the details below. Now in the next video we are going to look at flashes in different kinds, so that we can start to put this mobile studio together. See you in the next episode.